forgot my water. Oh, what's it on already? Oh, it's not even fucking plugged in. Remote. Jimmy Jenga. Motherfucker. What the fuck up? Oh my god. Oh, found it. Wow. Actually, we'll use the little one. Don't. There's a blanket. You dragged a blanket over here. All this up. Excuse me. Thank you, sir. Cheers. What's good, Lone? Feel like I've missed you the last couple. About to do this 3-mile walk, take this dab. On the treadmill baked right now. Hell yeah. About to jump on. The whole world saw you just now. The whole wide world. I didn't even have to type to get my timer on Google. Alright, we're gonna get this fucking ripping. I think we're gonna take the Garlicane. This Garlicane.
Where'd the trash can go, love?
It's behind the she kept getting into it, so that's why she was away, but it's behind the little you know, the boost the bar seat.
Okay.
For the bar.
Oh.
And then we got this Gusherman still. Almost done with that one. We've been heavily favoring that. And we got some grapes and banana rosin also. I'm gonna take this Garlicane. Desk is a mess. I didn't clean it before this live. Normally I wipe my desk down and stuff, guys. I just kind of was like, nah. Safe. Ooh, fight night tonight too. Or not fight night, but what is it? $299 UFC 299. O'Malley and whatever that guy's name is. Poirier's fighting. Lots of big names tonight, actually. I'm gonna take a fatty. About ready to plant your garden. Oh yeah, it's getting to that time, dude. A couple more weeks. I get to find out what I'm doing at the end of this month, if I'm staying in Michigan or if we're moving. I mean, either way, we're moving out of this area, but if we're staying in Michigan, if we're moving south, it depends on what the court says. It's not like I'm in legal trouble or anything like that. My girlfriend has a child with a man who lives here. You have to have permission to leave, apparently. Court said 2 weeks. was wild. That's what I said, but I read through her child support paperwork. Even though she has physical and sole, like, all custody, because he pays child support, she has to make a court date for, like, I read through it all. And then they pushed back. It was supposed to be like a week ago, and they pushed it back. So, just holding up people's lives. If they tell us no, we're just going to move to the other side of the state. A couple hours away. A little less snow. Oh. Oh, fat rip. Febreze, you had it upstairs from last night.
No, I couldn't find it this morning when I used the,
Oh, I couldn't find it either. Last time I used it was when, dude shit on the ground right here, like 3 days ago.
I don't know where to buy it right now.
No shit on my door. Ooh, 1 second before I start. Take a whiff here. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. Yeah, nobody clapping fucking hands. Maybe unplugged? No. Oh, we was already on, that's why. It's extra wild, dude. It's extra. You gotta like write the courts, like they give you like a front and back, like so pretty much like an essay on why you want to, and then you get to go to court about it.
Oh, and you gotta pay.
Oh, and yeah, and you have to pay for the filing fee, which is $100, and you can still get denied.
And you have to serve that person.
Well, you don't serve them. You just give them. It's not legal forms.
Oh yeah, you have to give them.
You give them the paperwork stating that I'm filing for this.
But still, it just makes it hard.
So like I'm letting you know, because that's what they tried. Like you can't legally serve. It's not a serving. I'm legally bound to give you these paperwork telling you that I'm going to take legal action. You haven't been served yet. Gotta love it. Nah, I hate the fucking court system. Government is way too involved, but when you get child support and what other fucking whatever, they tried to come after me for child support to get, the ex, because I have the kiddo. I just ignore the phone calls. Won't last forever. Sure, it's not hard to connect the dots. Married for a couple years, so going in on some mandarin cookies. Ooh. That was the garlic cane hash rosin. She gotta probably go buy a couple single grams. I'm missing my Florida OGs. This is some of my favorite. I need to get that in like a 14-gram baller jar.
They don't sell that. They don't.
I know they don't. Thanks for telling me.
You're welcome.
Just shoots an arrow in my heart. Oh man, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana's slightly different, but the Midwest is crazy. And remind you, this is like a mom's say too, and we still have to go through this. Like she literally has a job opportunity down there if she wants it. You can't tell me that living off the Gulf Coast is not a better lifestyle than living up in this fucking shithole for, like, I give them the summer. I'll give them summer. They got 5 months of glorious weather here, but, you got 6 or 7 months of some depressing ass weather too. So even if we could move a little more south, like you guys heard me, I've talked about like going to Nashville and stuff. It's only 7 hours away. Well, 8 hours if you go downtown Nashville. But if we're talking like where my aunt lives, which is like the border of Kentucky and Tennessee, which is about 45 minutes from Nashville, 7 hours. In Kentucky's medical, at least, I could definitely see myself living in like certain parts of Kentucky. I mean, I used to. Over by the Clarksville area, which is actually Tennessee, but I lived on the opposite, border town. I'd be living on a lot of city, Spokane, border town with Idaho, El Paso, border town with Mexico and New Mexico, Jacksonville, border with pretty much Georgia right there. My dad lives in a small little town that borders fucking Florida and Alabama. I mean, I'm only like 45 minutes away from Indiana, really. I wouldn't really say this is a border town, but it actually is. It's the largest city just over Indiana. You got Grand Rapids, which is like the third largest city in Michigan. That's 45 minutes north. Yeah, I used to live in Missouri, actually, just outside of St. Louis, a little town called Pacific. Just outside of Eureka, which is where Six Flags is. So if you've probably been to St. Louis, everybody knows where Six Flags is, just outside of St. Louis. I used to live 2 exits down from that. Actually, first time I ever went to a Six Flags was because we did that as a field trip in middle school. And then 9th grade year, moved back to Washington. Yeah, St. Louis is. I hate their highway there, dude. It's literally like a kid built a Hot Wheels track. It's so. After you've done it a time or two, it's not so bad. But I mean, if you're a first timer going through St. Louis, using your GPS is gonna scream at you, be like, right. You misdrags it, and now you got to drive 10 miles to turn around. Because it's just like looping. You got to get off on this loop, which loops around, and then you got to veer right, which loops around. It's literally a Hot Wheels track. A very dirty, clean city too. Which is kind of like every city. You have your dirty parts and your extremely clean parts. No. What do you want? Some food? Alright, give me a minute. Didn't they just know she was taking a nap when he ate, huh?
Yes, she was napping.
Yeah, St. Louis definitely has some fuck traffic. But again, St. Louis is a pretty big fucking city. What does that have, like 2-3 million people? Terrible getting around. It's just like Chicago. Going downtown Chicago is horrendous. Detroit used to be, but so many people have moved out of Detroit, it's actually not that bad when you go over there. They're trying to buffer it. Yeah, you're probably closer to St. Louis than you are Chicago, huh? In the part of Illinois that you're from. I've also thought about moving to South Illinois, but South Illinois is prone to lots of tornadoes. Like down there by like Paducah, Kentucky and stuff. That little like weird little thing that you guys have down there at the bottom of your state. Hour west, 2 hours northwest. Head east about 3 hours. About an hour from St. Louis. 40 minutes on motorcycle. Oh, be careful out there, dude. Make sure you're following the rules, too. Because people don't care. I'd have to ask my dad, but I know my Aunt Darlene, they lost their oldest son in a motorcycle accident, and if you were to go in their garage, they have his old motorcycle up on the wall, and they hate, like, anybody, like, if you're about to ride a motorcycle, they're all, like, not against it, but they're like, be safe, you shouldn't do it, it's safer to be in a car. Like, they used to be all ride their motorcycles and everything, and now they don't. Leather jacketed up. It was before I met him too, so I was young. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. I don't even talk to my aunt during. They kind of disowned me during COVID, so what can I say? Yeah, a lot of people keep the bike. Yep. Reminders. It's weird. I mean, it's not weird, but it's weird. It's actually one of the few things that I actually understand about, like, if you're Mormon, they don't use the cross because they're like, why would you put a cross? Like, if your parents were killed by a gun, would you put that gun? Would you hang it on the wall? Like, why would you put... But then I see the other way where they're like, because he sacrificed himself, but still, like, why would you put the crucifix? So I understand from both points, but I definitely lean more towards, like, the side where it's like, why would you put that on your wall? Like, why would you want to remind yourself? Just, you know. We have a fee, drinks and smoke a fat blunt if they're with it on his B-Day every year. Oh, hell yeah. I had to read that slow as fuck. Felt like I was turning. Ah! Don't start crying, you short mofo. Why are you so small? Why are you so small? Why are you so small and weigh 80 pounds? Too fat, lose weight. You need to get on here. even come up to my knee. Go ahead though. Oh, it's supposed to be a few drinks. We have a few drinks and smoke a fat blunt. A few drinks. Broham, go lay down. Go. 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 Autocorrect got you. It's alright. Is it like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, about to be 4:20? Where all the homies at? No Blue Cruise show. Wait, what's today's date? Oh, it's a Saturday too. Should have named it like 420 Live. You guys, I got a fit bearded dragon. I don't know if I told you guys or not. It's the last one, I promise. No more reptiles. 5, done. Done. Unless you get a snake.
Not happening. No, never in a lifetime. No.
I tried. I gave it all. Wouldn't mind getting an actual big dragon if we move down to Florida.
Oh, you have lizards that get out of their cage already. I don't need a snake getting out and then climbing in my bed.
A snake doesn't
God.
leap like
I
those
don't-
guys.
It slithers up things.
No, it doesn't.
What if it's in my work food?
Why would it get in your work food? Stop.
If you get out of its cage, there's multiple things that can happen. It can end up in the toilet and I sit on
She's
it.
terrified of snakes. If you haven't, she's just going off into a ramble. It's got her brain like, ah. Every time we're even in a store and they're in a cage, she's like back here. I'm like up against the glass and she's like, it's like, it's not gonna get out. Go lay down, dude.
Get off me.
Oh my God. I want a water dragon or a tegu. I can't look this up right now, okay? It's not fair.
What's a water dragon?
I don't know. You have a phone in front of you.
I'm not, that's fine.
I was thinking something like a Komodo. Something that might actually... Well, that's pretty cool. Are those the guys that run across the water? Like... That's pretty good. Oh, what's that?
That's a water dragon.
Oh, that's big. I don't think we can have those here. But then again, maybe, because we are allowed certain exotics here. Michigan is known for that. You can have foxes and all sorts of different. Oh, he's huge. I mean, he's not that much bigger than a bearded dragon. Like, he is, but he's not that much bigger. I mean, my bearded dragon is from fucking here to here, and then with his tail, he's my whole forearm. He's definitely bigger, but again, I'm saying not much bigger. Mm-hmm. And obviously, that's full grown. So that's pretty cool. Look up a Tegu, T-E-G-U. Oh, I've seen these before. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about. It's like a large-ass monitor. Just ate some chicken. Raw chicken. You don't want to get bit by those, though. I'm pretty sure their bites are poisonous. Might be a different. This is he's a family of a Komodo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's a big ass lizard. You remember that like salamander or whatever that dude had when we went to that first one, and he had it walking and it was like black and it was like that long?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what that looks like. Just eats that raw chicken. Yeah, that water dragon looked pretty dope. But anything that needs like humidity and stuff like that, I'm just not sure about. Because desert species are so much easier to maintain. Jesus Christ, those are huge.
It has it in a roadside.
The thing is monstrous. Maybe they're not poisonous. These people are just letting their kids handle them and everything. Oh, will you heat that for me?
Yeah.
I've reached my mile mark. It's time to take a rip while walking. It's so easy when somebody's here. They can heat it for me and I can just be like, I don't have to be like, starting to sweat. I've been drinking a lot of sugar while I'm over here drinking this apple juice. It's probably fucking 100% juice. What a natural sugars only. There is 30 grams of not added sugar. Because you know how it'll be like added and then ingredients, apples, filtered water, pressed apples, or something like that. It's hard to read because it's green on green. Pretty good.
I drink them.
I like it. There's nothing in it. Like the ingredient list is literally like 2 or 3 things. It has a little sodium in it.
That's why I bought them.
0% for 15 milligrams of sodium. Good apple juice. And you walk on this thing at like 1.5? How? I need to get this thing up to like 4. I need a faster one. Just for walking. That's how I feel like I walked when I was in the military right here. Because everybody had fucking huge ass fucking strides. It was tall. Not too tall though. We only had one really tall guy because we're pretty much tankers. You can't be too tall, you hit your head. If you were too tall, you'd usually be in like the 777 or something, one of the ones that you don't actually go inside of. You pull it with your Jeep, set it up, boom! We drove inside ours. Ours was like a tank. $102, but you got this glowing red hot, so I'm gonna wait till it's like 135. Carb cap. Dab stick. Gotta prepare your lungs. It's not easy to walk and dab. Don't sit here smiling at me.
Whatever.
Can't show you guys, but you can see it. Oh, you can see it. Oh, if it didn't come on. Oh. Oh, you wipe that, please. Oh. So garlicky. So candy. Fucked up by wearing a long sleeve again. You only smoke dabs? Sometimes flower. Like I got this blunt over here. But usually I only smoke flower. I eat a lot of edibles. Rare occasions. People come over, family comes out. When I go visit my dad. That's all he'll smoke is flower. Specifically strawberry cough. A blunt while walking? Fuck, I'd probably die, honestly. I don't smoke flower enough. I'd go over here like... I might even like... I'd have to do that like actual walking outside. Where I don't have to use a controller to turn me down. Because I'm probably going to need a second sometimes. What a wanker. You don't even... She didn't even take up half that cage. Look at her.
Why don't you?
Cry baby. Shouldn't be naughty. Blitz. You know what just crossed my mind? That guy from Walmart. Jackass. You think, how often do you go live? Supposed to do it twice a week, but sometimes I'm lazy because I be gaming too much. Twice a week, randomly. It used to be always at night. I should start doing, I say this all the time, but I just gotta start doing uploads and lives. You know, I'm not trying to get like YouTube famous or anything like that. I just like my channel. I've been doing it for so long. It's just kind of like a hobby. We always do different shit. I think we made it to like Wake and Bake number 10 before we stopped doing those because we just got sidetracked with shit. Hobby. Yeah, the IE one. I smoke weed so often I could probably make fucking vlogs about it. Stitched together every time I take a dab throughout the day. It'd be a video every single day. Name them dabs today. And 2-minute video of me taking fucking 18 dabs throughout the day. Halfway there. Happy 420, everybody. Hope everybody's good. Should have put a hashtag 420 on this. I didn't know it was so suited 420. 420. Y'all. There you go. Chew on the cage instead of the 5 toys inside your cage. Holy cow. I can smell myself. I drink way too much sugar. You would think I'm an alcoholic the way I'm sweating right now. Just soda pop, all that Coca-Cola lately. I was over here just pouring it out. Used to be an only water guy. I gotta get these real sugar Coca-Colas from Mexico over here. Reminds me of living down south. God damn, they taste so good. Drink a Coca-Cola. Seriously, drink a Coca-Cola from Mexico and drink a Coca-Cola from the United States. Tell me you don't taste, well, besides the fact that the ingredient list is half the size, tell me you don't taste the difference. Just like how Coca-Cola was intended to be. delicious. The only reason I never go back to El Paso is because I don't like the desert. That's why a lot of places in Texas are pretty much out of the picture unless it's against the Gulf Coast. I've lived too many years in the desert. 7 or 8 in Arizona. Fucking 6 to 8 in Western Texas. I've lived in Richardson, Garland, and Terrell. I don't remember the cities' names, but I mean El Paso. What? Can you make this child a sandwich?
I'll get her
Or
some chips in
something.
a bowl. Get her a snack for them to make dinner soon.
Whatever works. You're welcome. It's been a whole 30 minutes. You're starving. I'd like to live in Eastern Texas just to experience it. You know, I'm that type of person. I'd like to go to Hawaii for a year. I don't think I could live there forever, but I would love to go for a year. That's kind of like how Fort Hood is kind of like centrally located. So it's not purely desert, but it's... Come on, dude. You've been picky since breakfast.
It's the Doritos that you picked out from Costco.
The ones that you were eating with me last night. Holy.
I'm over it today. I'm done. I'm checking out.
Nothing's ever good enough for that one. She has too many options. That's the problem. If this ain't good enough, you can choose from this, or this, or this, or this, or that. We give our kids too many choices. Where's the heart of the... Oh, down the Fort Worth area, Dallas-Fort Worth metro. Well, see, if you live in like Fort Worth, like North Fort Worth, like northeast, northwest, that's much more like farmlandy, deserty. And then if you're like southeast Dallas, it's way greener. It's way greener in South Lake. But then again, like people don't know that like going from like the far east side of Dallas to the far west side of Fort Worth, which are like connecting cities, is like an hour and a half drive. So 2 hours. It's like there's a lot of distance you're traveling in between the Fort Worth, Dallas area. Huge metro area. Huge. It's like 18 million people or some shit. It's like the second largest metro to LA, I believe. LA has like 26 million. I know LA has almost the same population as all of Canada. And then the Dallas-Fort Worth is like half of Canada. It's like right around 15 to 18 million, something like that. We're talking about the whole metro area. Of LA and Dallas. Personally, I would move down to like Tampa, Sarasota, outside Miami, Brownsville, Texas, Mobile, Alabama, outside of New Orleans, but I'm not so sure because New Orleans is kind of in a rut right now. They have been for a few years. The Houston area, like the east of Houston, just before the border. There's a few places along the Gulf. If I'm not along the Gulf, then I'm going to be in Florida. which can still be along the Gulf, like the Tampa, Sarasota area. Honestly, I just don't want to deal with cold, so that's why I picked the Gulf or even further south, like Brownsville, where SpaceX is. I mean, their average is about the same as Tampa, so you do Florida or Tennessee. Tennessee's okay also. They do have a winter, so if you're okay with all 4 seasons. But I mean, I'm kind of over winter. After the years in Washington and now the fucking 3 winters here in Michigan, even though this one wasn't that bad, I just need more sunlight. Yeah, I live in a cold area, so I'd rather not freeze my ass off while I'm walking. It's not summertime here. That's why we're talking about moving south. Then we could walk outside. Maybe if you listen to the conversation, you could educate yourself a little bit. Smart, funny man. I don't mind winters. Snowboarding and whatnot. See, I like snowboarding, but I wouldn't mind just driving to, the only thing cringe is somebody who doesn't pay attention to the conversation, but thinks they should input in any type of information. It's okay. We know. Your generation's not good at simple instructions. To be a good troll or not to be a good troll? What year were you born? Simple answer. Certain years just aren't capable of it. They never got the outside experience. They think toxicity is mama jokes. Oh. Two. Nah. We gotta see if they're good at trolling or not. I love wasting their time. We gotta dabble just a little bit. We always dabble a little bit. It depends on if they go to that, remember that poop guy? You gotta know how to troll. I'll let real trolls stay alive. If you're good at it, you can hang out. Male, female, mental problems. This is true. Mental problems. No. Metalheads don't have problems. Oh, fuck. 2 miles. Will you heat for me? It's a dab time. We're actually over 2 miles. We're kind of late. We're 2.2. Woo, tink. I just see that shit break every time because it breaks so easily. All of them. Every piece we've ever gotten. You'd be like, this isn't going to break it. And then like what the fuck? It fell a whole inch.
That's literally what happens though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always the times when you're like, there's no fucking way.
It's always the times when you're literally about to go do it. And that's when it wants to break. And it's like, are you serious right now? And then the stores always close. And it's just...
We are Viking.
Bad night. Even when I'm at work and I find out the broken back.
was like, I'm not even dabbing in the next 8 hours. I am heartbroken. I'm at home like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I go get the email.
I get so heartbroken at work. I get so mad.
We have an email. We always forget about it until shit like that happens.
Yeah, I know.
This is why we have 3 bangers now. Oh, you took the 1 banger out, so we have 2? Thought we had another bullshit one. I think it's on the RT Duty. Yeah, the duck. The duck has the other banger. Johnny Blaze. About to take a dab with some hash rosin. I think I'm gonna do the Gushmints this time. Gushers X Kushmints. Just to be sure. So many crosses now. I'm fucking sweating. I could walk 10 miles outside and wouldn't break a sweat. It's too cold. Just above 30 degrees. And cloudy. No, thank you. Some people don't know how much I really don't like the cold. Like, you ask my lady, like I talk about all the time. Anything under 45 is ass to me. I hate it. I'm like, it's cold. As soon as it gets above 45 though, I can wear a t-shirt, swear. It doesn't even bother me. But as soon as it hits like 39, I'm like fleeing like a motherfucking bitch.
110.
110! You definitely don't want to live in 110 though. Arizona, that was probably my most hated part about living in Arizona for 7, 8 years. Where are you guys from? Michigan right now. But I'm from everywhere. Army brat, plus I served Arizona, California, Texas, Washington, Missouri, Michigan, Florida, Tennessee. Just a few places off the top of my head that I've lived for at least 4 or more years. Here we... Oh, I waited a little too long, but that's okay. Go. You take a drink. They got a pool upstairs that come all the way down here. And I know there's water in there. Which means she wants a juice. Ooh. There you go, give them a variety of drinks. I'm over here dying of sweat. Every time I take a dab, I start sweating more. Cheers, Lone. Cheers, brother. Obviously brought the Mohawk back. I'm gonna let it start growing back out. Had that bitch for like 8 years. Haven't had it for 3 or 4. See if we can grow it back a little thicker this time. Braid it out. Woo. Well, I can't wear it that way. It's too hot in here. You had to get a phone call. Michigan, Michigan. But I'm from all over. Ex-military, military brat. Several different states. Currently residing in the middle of Michigan. Last place I was at, Washington. Before that, Kentucky. Before that, Florida. Before that, I was actually back in Michigan for a year. Before that, Texas. Before that, Michigan again. Before that, Washington. Before that, Missouri, Arizona, Texas. We go back. Too many states to recall, too many cities. You lived in Jersey. I've actually never lived in what do they consider the New England area? So never in the Northeast. Never lived in the Northeast. So it's like 13 states over there. I don't think I've ever lived in 10 states. So like Virginia and up. Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Maine. Never been that way. Thought about going to New York, but it's a shithole right now. We do travel a lot, so we go to Florida like twice a year, and then we go to a military reunion once a year. So say we leave state at least 3 times a year. That's why we don't want to be here. We like all these other places we've gone. Well, I mean, I've always liked other places. I've been everywhere.
I mean, if you would.
But my lady had never been. She'd probably pick Nashville over all of them. She'd shake her head, yeah. Me, I'm more like Miami, Tampa Bay kind of area guy. Houston, Mobile, Alabama. I keep saying Mobile because I really like the beaches there. It's small, it's really cheap. It's like living in Panama City or Tampa, but on a smaller scale. A little bit cooler than Tampa, obviously. A little bit higher up, but for the most part, you never drop under like 38 degrees in that area. They are prone to like a supernatural disaster in that area, though, like tornado and hurricane, but on rare occasion. So I think Miami would probably be like in between Miami and Tampa. Not Orlando, but like I don't know. Was that like Lakeside or like oh fuck. I don't have to look at a map honestly to tell you where I would want to live. Just a little background. I'm just a disabled veteran who spine issues, so that's why we walk. It's also why we don't like the cold. It kind of hurts. Kind of hurts. Nerve damage in the neck and arm. But we good. We actually used to be a lot heavier. It was like 200 pounds, 189 pounds. I drink a lot of soda and shit, or I'd be way slimmer. Still not bad for a stoner who sits around doing not jack diddly fucking squat. We're almost at our 3 miles. Damn, let's bullshit it around because we're at an hour already. Still got a quarter mile to go, which is about 8 minutes. We're gonna run about 10 minutes over. That's cool. Still gotta run to the store and shit. Gets to do extra walking. Where you from, Johnny? Who's that other new guy? Living good? Where you guys from? Anybody with a blue color, I already know about them, where they live. Anybody blue's probably been following the channel for like... Honestly, I think Sarah was the last person we've made blue, and she's been following the channel since I lived in Washington, so... know most of my blues. I could drive to some of their houses. And they're in different states. Illinois, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Texas, Washington, Oregon, Vermont, Florida. We got a panhandler, Pensacola. It's crazy that I can remember all that, but I can't remember the fucking people's names. I drive all the way to your front door and be like, fuck, what's your name again? Damn. So bad with names. Anybody else got like that picture brain where they can like drive somewhere one time and then remember how to get there? Even if it's like a year later, you're like, no, I've been here once before. Crazy. But then get lost going around the corner. Whoops. Oh, my dogs are laying down. They won't go.
Arlen wants to know if we want to smoke.
Arlen wants to smoke? Oh my god. When? Right now?
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
just came into my headphone.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm almost done. I'm at 2.9. Probably about 5 more minutes before I'm done. I'm gonna be baked. No going to the store for me.
I'll drive.
I said I was kidding. You're gonna end up smoking that blunt, aren't you? White panties.
Maybe. It's my day off.
Dude, telling you. I can drive all over the place without GPS. I could probably drive from here all the way to my dad's. And we're talking about going like over 5 state lines and pull into his driveway. Old fashioned, just looking at like, oh, this is the highway I need.
Valerie wants to know if they can get coded.
Oh my god. Isn't he sick right now?
Oh,
Or is he good?
he's good.
You sure?
Yeah.
He was.
I feel you.
You're bombarding me with questions right now.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. Shut up. I'm sorry. No, you're not. Oh my god. You're a bully. Don't tread on me. What up, dudes? You made it before the end. Sitting, eating dinner with the wife. Hell yeah, dude. The peachy is some fire. I told you, peachy is so good. Changes like dabbing, right? When you're dabbing on that rosin, and then you go back to the live resin, and it's like, ugh. The rosin doesn't give you like that, like, ugh. You take fat ass rosin dabs and just be like, as soon as you go back to resin or fucking cured resin, you're like, truer statement has never been told. Fucking timeout kicking my ass right now. Ooh, look, we're over 3 miles. We'll go a little more. Yeah, it's super smooth. Fucking rosin is good. That Florida OG. Bon appetit. And them rosin gummies, dude, those are some of the best gummies I've smashed. I actually just like the flavor and all. Smashed a pack of them bitches. Them shits was good. Alright, I think we're done walking. Where's my controller? It's in my pocket. That's 3.1. Take that last dab. Yeah, can you unplug it, please? Yeah. That guy said, you know you can walk outside? Like, no fucking way. Really? Didn't know the outside world existed.
It does. We just live in a shitty town.
Where's that out there?
Zoo.
Oh, it looks like doom and gloom. Who would want to go out there? Like for anything other than...
I'm not gonna get shot. Sorry.
We do. Well, most people who have been following us know we live in a shitty ass neighborhood. Overpaid for an apartment. Let's bring you guys down and take y'all. Oh, I dropped you. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Let me sit down in the chair. The good old chair. All right. Take these shoes off real fast. Let my feet breathe. These socks are great. Super comfy.
Those are Hanes.
Yeah. The new ones from Wally World.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so soft. You know, when you first get socks, before they've been washed like 2 or 3 times, all that softness has come out.
Yeah.
And then they just get like socks.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate, I have to buy military socks all the time when I was in. Because my socks would just get, even if you wash them, they just get like crusty at the bottom. Like, it was just like you wore the shit out of them socks within like 2-3 weeks. It was just so bad. Sometimes you get a good pair that last, but not the ones that got issued to you. Those motherfuckers. Oh, I gotta get my feet out of here. I like big
No, the
pair.
Banana Man was allowed to go to the PX. She bought socks and everything.
I'm allowed to go there. We don't have anything here, though. All the areas that I'm thinking about moving to have military bases nearby, though, with
Good.
large PXs. Just so we're clear.
Give me something to do all day.
As a fully disabled veteran, I still have access to all military bases, the PXs, the MWR, and the commissary. Commissary, MWR, and PX privileges. So I can go on any army post, even the one over here, the small one, and go shopping in their little, which is like tax-free. They're not too much cheaper. It is on like cigarettes and shit like that because you don't have to pay the taxes on the cigarettes. So like if it's $70 a carton at Walmart, it's most likely going to be $70 there, except for you don't have to pay the taxes on top. So it's going to be $70 or whatever it is. Like, so that's the cheaper part, is just the no taxes. The commissary is where it's really at, because the commissary is like all food. So like it's like Walmart, the dairy, not the dairy, fresh food area. So it has like the freezers and all that. That's all like a different name brand, but like equivalent to Walmart prices or cheaper. I used to love shopping at the commissary. And then the MWR is just like their gas stations and shit like that, and like their oh no, that's their commissary. That's part of the commissary. MWR is like the buildings that you can go into with like, they'll have like pools and gyms and shit like that. Anyway, let's take this dab. I'm high as fuck, but still got somebody coming over to smoke. Gotta take this with you. Sorry, food came out. I'll jump back as soon. Gotcha, dude. Dude, I bet you rosin syrups are delicious and stony. I know he just said he ain't here no more, but for anybody who didn't read that, that dude said he loves rosin syrup. So anybody who's ever had any of those like THC leans, those syrups, imagine it made out of rosin. Way more potent. Rosin just hits different, dude. I don't know. I said about everything when I smoked flower and I went into fucking dabs or like keef and stuff. Like this shit just so every time you find something a little bit more potent, it's like a whole different experience. It grabs me by the cojones. Oh, it was Don't Tread on Me who said he'd be right back. Lone's still here. Shit, dude, got the names mixed up. Just looking at the blue. Forgot 2 of y'all was in here. Timer, go. I got it. Oh, it doesn't want to work right now. Oh, it's because I'm hitting a button. Yeah, they smack hard. Yeah. You know how long we've talked about rosin and I've just been like smoking the lives? But, you know, until recently, you know, rosin wasn't really affordable for me. So, you know, waiting definitely paid off. You know, there's a lot of times I feel like, I say this all the time to my lady, that I should quit smoking. But it's like, what do I do? Like, I can't work. Especially in the wintertime, it would be so fucking hard. Like, what do I go do? Go outside and freeze my butt cheeks off? The butt cheeks I don't have because they already froze off when I moved here? I gotta get down to just a little bit warmer weather. Garlic cane. Oh. It's a little darker, but this is some of my favorite stuff because it's like candied garlic. It has that garlic taste, but it's not like, even though I love GMO, it's just like somebody fucking put brown sugar on garlic and sauteed it in a pan type of shit. Like, whoever thought GMO and fucking slurricane was a good idea is a fucking genius. That sweet and sour, that salt and lemon, pretty much, you know, like I'm just pairing it how it pairs together, like peas and carrots. Potato and bacon, or more like eggs and bacon. Oh, I let that cool down a little too much, but still. All you get is like super fucking slurricane fucking flavor with a backdrop of GMO or garlic. Imagine like throwing some garlic in a pan, starting saute it, and then like covering it with regular and brown sugar. It's just so sweet. It's definitely sweeter than garlic, so. Oh. Anyway, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. Y'all stay medicated, stay motivated. I'll catch you guys on the next live stream about 2 or 3 days. What's today? Oh yeah, watch the UFC fights tonight, guys. What? Peace out, guys. Stay medicated, stay motivated. Your friendly neighborhood stoner, Fat Rob.